Bro. What's going on? This is my life in the shop. I'm your host, Don Watched. I got Ronnie Man from Rise Up Chicago with me. What's going on, Ronnie Man?
Hey, shit, what's happening, bro?
Man, you got it, bro. Man, I just wanted everybody to bring you to what you doing in 2018, man, because you've done so much for the community back in 2016. I'm gonna bring a lot of your videos, man, from the gas station shutdown that you when you ran New Era Chicago to what you're doing now and all the benefits that you did for Chicago. I wanted to bring you, what are you doing as far as with 2018 is concerned this year? What do you have for Chicago and our
Well,
future?
the question that arose a couple years ago through Revolutionary Media Cinema. It's an organization, they do a lot of media stuff. You know, Keith.
Yeah,
Shout
I know,
out
Keith.
RF, Brother Preach, and all them. You know, they came out with this this concept for this movie called Revolution or Exodus.
Right.
Who I am, a Pan-Africanist, a Garveyite, repatriating to Africa has always been something, a concept that's the end game for me ultimately.
Okay.
Repatriate to the motherland, in this time, I've just been preparing myself, man. I've been working on self, and getting myself in a position so that I can basically make my exodus from these American shores, man, and from the land of our oppression. Working on my children, man. I got 5 children, man. I got a daughter, one beautiful daughter, and I got 5 sons,
Right.
And so, man, I got to try it. You know what I mean? So I've just been connecting with them and raising them up and positioning ourselves, man, where we could be in a better place, in this oppressive land we live in. So, I still mentor youth, you know what I mean, talk to the youth in the community, work with them and stuff like that. See, here's the deal, right? What's not happening a lot of in our communities is there's not a lot of what I call model leadership, right?
Yeah.
So all this talk about, the revolution and all this stuff like this here, we talk about black economics and things like that, but when is somebody going to do something to model to these youngsters to do? I'll share with you how I came to this by being out in the community this past year, all summer long in my community. I'm staying in my community in Austin, dealing with them brothers out there, man, coordinating some peace in the community and just, man, enlightening them and showing them a different way. Now, I had built me a cart and was out there selling snowballs and things like that as a way of showing them, like, man, listen, about entrepreneurship, about how to start a business and things like that. And just, kicking the talk to them, man, and trying to get them to change their mindsets. So we was in front of that gas station. I said, man, check this out. Now, they hustle, right? They sell.
You know what? I'm going to show some of that gas station. I'm going to show some of it.
Elites, hold fast, y'all hold fast. Elites.
Did you want to say something about it?
But just talking about that, it kind of coincides with this video in the sense that I told the little brothers, I said, man, what happened if I start selling rocks and blows, heroin and crack cocaine on this corner?
Right.
They said, man, them niggas would be trying to kill you from each and every angle, man, before the day is out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, right? I said, okay, right. You right? I said, but did this here. Why y'all let these Arabs jump down with a gas station right here?
Right.
They started looking around at each other, trying, I was like, yeah, man, look at all these businesses, Abe and Tommy's. We had a hardware store down there, the Lockhart's owned a hardware store and a couple of other businesses. They got storefronts. I was like, look at all these vacant storefronts right here in your community. And you standing out here taking chances on going to the penitentiary, taking chances on being murdered, taking all kinds of chances by getting locked up. You get locked up, now you can't be in your children's life, and they are raised all fucked up.
Right,
You know,
right.
so just put it in their mind, and through collaborating with these brothers and whatnot, one of them was able to open up a business. He's still in business now. And so it sparked the idea, it sparked me to say, man, listen, I can't be out here telling these brothers about opening up businesses and things like that, and I ain't got one.
Right, absolutely.
Right, so you got a model, a part of leadership is being a model for what you're talking about, you know. So I've like, man, been off the grid, man. I got a little legal issue and whatnot I'm dealing with, you know what I mean? So that kind of took me off the grid for a minute while I'm handling that. But also I believe in taking your negative and always turning it to a positive. So in that time, by me taking a step back from what I was doing, I've been able to work on myself and position myself to be the change that I want to see. You know what I mean? To start telling these brothers how to open up these businesses and things like that, man. So you don't have to stand on no corner and sell drugs to get money.
Right.
You know, but what happened is, and I'm telling you, when I told that man, one of them brothers, the main one, because I was on him, I said, man, you the money man.
Yeah,
I said, you an OG. You know these brothers going to the penitentiary. You've been there. You know they You've been there, right?
Right.
I said, why you not telling them to open up these businesses out there?
Right.
In his eye, the brother looked at me and he said, man, I don't know. I don't know how to open up businesses. And I was like, damn, man, we failed our youth so much that they don't even know. What may seem like common sense or common knowledge to me and you, but to other, it ain't so fucking common to them. You know what I mean? Nobody has taught them business sense. Nobody has taught them, has shown them another way.
Right.
You know, we just discard them and say, oh, they a thug, oh, they ain't shit. We got to quit speaking down on our youth, man. You know, they want better, man. Shit, they ain't never been taught nothing. You know, ain't elders, and that's why a lot of them carry out the way that they do, because, man, we ain't never showed them shit.
We ain't never showed them. I'm glad you had the example. If you were selling rocks and heroin, they'd try to kill you. But they let the Arabs, Indians, and Chinese set up shop, make millions out the black community, and take it back to their community. And that's why I wanted to highlight this gas station shut down and bring it from the brother who orchestrated that.
Absolutely. And see, here's the thing, man. And I told him, man, I said, man, let me tell you something, man. You know, you brothers out west, you know what y'all problem is? They said, what's up, what, Ronnie, man? What's the problem? I said, dig this here. Your problem is you don't know how to gang bang.
Right.
Right? Fucked them up. Donald, I fucked them up when I told them that. What you mean we don't know? I said, man, y'all don't know. I said, business is warfare.
Right, right.
You allow your motherfucking enemy to come into your neighborhood and open up these businesses, and you gladly go give them your money, right?
Gladly give them your money.
Now, if I jump down with some rocks and blows right here, you already told me what's going to happen to me.
Right.
I become your enemy.
Right.
But you're not even raising your consciousness to a level where you can see that this motherfucker here is your enemy. He's the reason why you out here doing this old kind of shit, because you don't control the businesses in your community. Right. You got the vanguard. You got to be the protector of your community. You got to be the ones that create an economic infrastructure in your community. The youngsters. You know what I mean? Y'all got to take that little money, man, however you got it. I don't give a damn how you got it. Do something with it that's beneficial to the community and for your people. You know what I mean? We got to quit looking down on them, man, and show them how to do things. You know, and but I've never been a person that just like to do a lot of talking. You know, I'm about that action. So I just position myself. Now I'm looking at opening up a few businesses myself this year. So that's what I'm on. That's what it's all about with me. You know, I just sit back, man. It's good to just sit back and watch and listen to what's really going on in the so-called community or whatever. And you know, I mean, it's 2018 and we still got black folks talking about voting.
Voting. Hey, bro, I want to bring another clip of yourself.
Going in our community. Black Power is going in there, not only talking to them, but compelling them to change their ways and turn from the way that they're doing this. We've got to reach these young brothers.
You know what I mean? I'm sure you got so many clips of me, man. And you've been out there with me. I'm at them like a pit bull.
Yes, sir.
You know? When I see them little brothers out there, man, I go out there and embrace them, man, and try to speak life into them. And,
right.
Like, and being able to connect with those in my community, man, that's a huge plus and whatnot. And, you know, just, man, trying to share what I know, you know what I mean, with them and to see them better themselves, man. You know, I love to see them, you know, I know some that have stopped hustling, you know what I mean? They went out and got them a job. And things like some who I've talked some into going to trade school. You know what I mean? I got a couple that I'm trying to get them hooked up with some trucking. They didn't win and got their CDL license.
Right.
So it's some things that our people can do, but it takes somebody to get out here, man, who really has a love for these youngsters, man, and who wants to see them do better. I don't get nothing out of it. I get gratification in knowing that my people are prospering, that we're not detrimental to one another, and that we're bettering our quality of life. You know what I mean? To see a brother be able to take care of his children, you know what I mean? To be there for his family. He ain't got to worry about going to penitentiary. He ain't got to worry about the stick-up man, you know, trying to come get him while he on the block selling dope and things like that. Man, I get a high off that, you know what I mean? So, you know, these are things that this ain't nothing new, you know what I mean? I've always been reaching out for the youngsters, man, and whatnot, you know, coach football, things like that. I'm thinking about getting back into it just as a way to be able to reach where they are and show them things about being manhood. You know, it's manhood is not something that you should learn on the job.
Right.
You need a blueprint to manhood. And unfortunately, you know, what is it like? Damn near 80%, I think it's like 73% of black households is ran by women.
Single women, yes, sir.
Right? So, and this is not a knock on them. I don't do gender wars. Love black women. They're doing the best that they can, right?
Right.
You know, so you have a lot of young brothers, man, coming up, and they got a lot of feminine qualities. They emotionally react to everything, you know, and that's how a lot of these killings and a lot of this shit goes down because, you know, they can't take an L. They don't know how to take way through a situation. They don't know how to talk to each other and things like that. So that's another component and whatnot with my mentoring program that I'm able to reach out to them and, you know, teach them how to diffuse a lot of this nonsense and whatnot. Now, I don't got all the answers, man, you know what I mean? But I just try to do what I can, and I'm out the way. I'm not bothering nobody. I don't fuck with nobody. You know, I'm doing what I want to do, how I do it, and that way I ain't got to sit around here and fake like I like these motherfuckers who I know ain't right.
Right.
So, yeah. I don't piss myself off. I ain't gonna snitch on myself. You know, snitching is, you know, niggas be sitting up here honoring snitches. We live in a day where niggas honor snitches. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm just at a place, man, where I move how I want to move. I do what I want to do. If I can't do something, I just don't do it. I can't do it.
Right.
Whatever I can do. But in the meantime, you know, I'm preparing myself, man, to ultimately, in 7 years, repatriating back to the motherland because I'm not at peace in this place.
Right.
This land is not ours. You know, if you want to stake claim to it, that's fine. That's you. If you want to sit around here and still think that voting is going to change things, I mean, go right ahead. History has taught me that shit ain't working for us.
Right, right.
I'm not going to keep on sitting up here. This whole system, man, the Revolution 101 means that, you know, you come to change shit, right? We know that the system is corrupt. We know that the system is against us. We know all these things, yet you have people who claim that they're revolutionaries who are trying to be a part of the system.
Right, right.
I don't understand it. You know what I mean? And I never will. You know what I mean? Somebody's lying, you know, lying to themselves because revolutionaries change things and revolutions change systems, you know. And so if we're not sitting up here trying to do anything to chip away at the system, to bring about change within that system, this system is locking our people up at a disproportionate rate. This system is sitting up here, man. You know, we got a school to prison pipeline going.
Absolutely.
We know this shit. Bro, we know this, and we doing nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? There's no resistance to this shit. You know what I'm saying? There's no resistance. I'm talking about collectively. Trust me, I'm not talking about individuals. When I talk about black, I'm talking about us collectively.
Right.
You know, it don't make it, we'll never win individuals, but collectively, man, we got to dismantle this system, man. We got to resist this system at all costs. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, people are either ignorant of the fact that that's what revolutionaries do, or they scared. I don't care how you slice it. You know, ain't nowhere in the fuck you gonna ever hear me talking about, I want to be a part of this system.
Right.
Dude, I may as well go and put on a motherfucking coon hat and stop. Because that shit is not what I'm all about.
And if you and Africa is under attack, that is our foundation. Other immigrants come to this country and they have a foundation, like the Chinese. They have a foundation that gives them loans, that looks out for them, and if anything happens to them, then they step in. Our foundation is under attack as we speak. The Chinese now are buying up and setting up shop in Africa, which is the most resources in the world: diamonds, gold, copper, oil, everything. They after our foundation. If we don't protect our foundation, we doomed.
Yeah, that's our land. You know what I mean? And we've gotten so far away from who we are as a people that we don't even view it as such. Well, look, do you know black folks Africans have been walking past diamonds and shit like that, all these precious gold and all this shit for centuries, not giving one fuck about it? It wasn't the colonizers came over there, the European came over there and put a price tag on it or a value on it, and now you got Negroes who killing each other over that shit. That's a natural resource in our land.
In our land.
So our thinking is so jacked up and so backwards, man. We've been colonized, man. We've been marginalized, and you know, here's the deal: we are slaves. We was brought here as prisoners of war. And we were brought here for one purpose: to be their motherfucking slave.
Right.
And today, we are still slaves.
Right.
People, we like fairy tales too much, man. You know what I'm saying? We try to romanticize every motherfucking thing and try to, no, you are a motherfucking slave. You think you're not? Okay, don't carry your ass to that job tomorrow.
Right.
Do it. Watch where you be living.
Right.
And capitalism is what fuels our oppression. Everything in this country is about money.
Everything.
And until we get to a place where we can even accept the fact that we are slaves and rise up above that, you know what I mean? Then we gonna keep getting what we get, you know. But we don't. We want to say that since we got a little sense of freedom in this country, yeah, we got freedom, but we're not liberated.
Right.
There's a difference. When you're liberated, you're free to go do for self. Our people are not free to go do for self. It's not by accident that all these multimillionaires and billionaires do minimal to nothing for our people.
Right.
For collective, for our people. You mean to tell me you got $100 billion contract and things like that, and black folks don't have one grocery store chain throughout this?
Nothing. We got Michael Jordan, who's a billionaire. Oprah, who's a billionaire.
Yeah. And we have not one, as a people, we don't have one grocery store chain that's in Chicago. By chain, I mean, like a McDonald's, where we got them all over the place. We don't have the same grocery store like in Chicago, LA, Cleveland, Baltimore, all over this country. We don't own any industry.
Nothing.
That shit is by design. You know what I mean? It's not. Listen, man. The enemy, man, our oppressors are very motherfucking smart. And as long as they're around here happy and cheering for somebody to get all this money and whatnot, it really doesn't do anything for the collective. Right. You know what I mean? It does not. That doesn't benefit us because, you got somebody that got all this kind of money. They are not doing anything for the collective. And so until we get to the point where we get this village mentality, where, we are one, and start doing for ourselves and doing for our people, man, we're going to keep getting what we get. And I'm really tired of just talking about this stuff and whatnot, because people going to start defending. They love to defend these little celebrities. Negroes sit around and talk about these little celebrities like as if they fucking know them, or as if the celebrity gives a damn about them. Right. They don't. You know what I mean? Them motherfuckers are sworn in to be down with white supremacy, because if they try to do things for their people, man, them huckers gonna take their money.
Take their money, they gonna cut them off or do them like Bill Cosby. Absolutely.
Well, however, so what does that tell me? That tells me that, we got to stop doing things for ourselves. I'm not bashing anybody for not doing anything for black people, by the way.
Right.
I'm mad at black people for not doing a damn thing for themselves.
Right.
I don't sit around waiting on no damn grant money or somebody to do this here. That's why when I open up my center, that's what's coming this year. In the process, as soon as I come up out of this, what I'm dealing with, I'm opening up my own center. You know what I mean? A community center and whatnot. And I'm gonna fund this shit myself.
Right.
If people give donations, cool. I'm not soliciting no donations or any of that shit, because why? We have got to get to a place where we sitting up where we are not begging people to fund our motherfucking dreams and our aspirations. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem I had with Dr. Umar. And I ain't gonna really hang out here for long. He want to open up a school and whatnot. Listen, bro, how much you got on?
Right.
I ain't even tripping. Fuck whatever everybody else did. What the fuck is you doing to fund your shit? Right? You know what I'm saying? You should have the biggest receipt out of everybody.
Right.
That's what place we gotta be at, people, man. We gotta start, man. Look, I want to do things. I want to do them the way that I think that they need to be done. So that means that I need to fund this shit, right?
Right.
See, when you fund something and when you running it, you ain't got an answer to nobody.
Right.
See, when I make moves, Donald, I don't got to answer to no motherfucking body. Ronnie Man do whatever the fuck he want to do.
Right.
You know? So if it takes for me to go down here and approach somebody who disrespecting our women in our community, I could do that. I don't got to hear that old soft ass talk talking about some, but wait, maybe we should rethink this. What if this, what, no, I do what I want to do. You know what I mean? If I want to go down here where these guys hanging out on the corner and approach them about this killing and whatnot, I ain't got to hear, we ain't deep enough. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to hear all that soft ass talk and whatnot. I could go do whatever the fuck I want to do and do it well. So that's the beauty of it, man. Just staying off the grid, man. Staying out the way. You know, I ain't no gimmick guy. You know me, Donald. You know,
Right.
I see a lot of fucking gimmicks and things like that, and that ain't gonna free the people. You know what's gonna free the people is the people gonna have to free their motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? And how could they free themselves? They gotta be enlightened, man. They gotta be. You gotta give them a reason, right? It's just like, you know, when a man trying to deal with a woman, right? You know what I mean? You got to give her a reason to want to fuck with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm talking about black people empowering themselves and whatnot and being able to provide for themselves and whatnot, I got to be the one doing that. Because if I'm not, shit, they're going to laugh at my ass.
Right,
you know?
Right.
So we got to start being, well, me personally, I ain't going to say we, but start work on themselves and, man, start rising up on their own. You know? Yeah, you talking about voting and things like that. You know how our people have never voted collectively.
Right.
That's going to be a fight to people, because, again, we're slave minded.
You know,
so how's against these slave minded motherfuckers who don't think highly of themselves, don't love themselves enough to see themselves as the powerful people that we are? You mean to tell me you finna change that slave ass mentality and get them all to vote for somebody or whatever? I mean, this shit just ain't gonna happen. Right. I mean, it's common sense. It sounds good in theory. Yeah, Chicago got the majority and blah, 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 black people. Yeah, all that shit sounds good on paper. But go start talking to these people. Our people are not mentally strong like that. You know? People don't like to talk about real issues. We love fairy tales, which is why black people love Jesus.
Right. White Jesus.
Love motherfucking Democrats. Because Democrats are nice to them.
Right.
The Democrats have been fucking us over for decades.
Right. You already know my stance on welfare. You already know that. I ain't drawn.
Yeah, I mean, all those things are things that just keep your ass in an oppressed state.
Right.
You know what I mean? Section 8, all those things, man. Now, I don't knock the people who use them, right? Because, like I said, our mindset, our people are fucked up. And that's what you got to understand. When you deal with black people, you got to understand some of our people, man, are just fucked up mentally, right? So you gotta accept them for where they are, you know, and whatnot, and try to get them to understand and enlighten them and teach them. You know, it's not a lot of people that's teaching our people anymore. You know, we just accept the status quo bullshit from our people. You know, sitting around here fighting each other. You know, there's this big gender war going on, black men and black women, saying like we can't get over that. You know, we study pointing the finger at each other instead of getting together and building.
Right.
You know. So we've taken on the characteristics of our oppressors, man. And so I just do what I can and talk to the youth. I don't talk to these old motherfuckers.
Right.
I talk. You know what I mean? Because they got a chance, and they got that fire, and they got that fighting spirit, and they really don't give a fuck, right? You could channel it if you could teach them how to use that, you know, to empower the people. then you batting 1,000, you know. But you can't go along. You got to let them know the error of their ways and show them. Too many of us talk
about it.
but we got to show them.
Right.
So I go run over there talking about, man, y'all need to take y'all little money, man, put it together and open up y'all some businesses. Yeah, but what my business? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm positioning myself, man, to do the things that I talk about. Right. You know, yeah, I always say, man, you ought to practice what you post. You know?
Oh, you say practice what you post, huh? Because, yeah.
Posting on Facebook, practice that shit.
Right.
You know how many contradictions I see daily? You know what I mean?
Every day.
I see people talk about, you know, man, we need to unite and whatnot, you know, and walk right past your ass and won't even speak to you.
Right.
You know, but you want to unite. It's no different than the Christian who, you know, say that they want to go to heaven. They want to go to heaven together and spend eternity, but they out here bickering and fighting each other. Mm-hmm. You know, it just don't make no sense. So, yeah, man, that's just what I've been up, man. I've been chilling, man. You know, kind of off the grid. I like it this way. I'm a loner by nature. You know what I mean? Right. I don't need no motherfucking friends. I don't need to be in no goddamn social club. You know what I mean? I know who I am. I know what I'm about, and so I do what I can. You know, I'm not one of those who just got a skin and grin and kick it. That ain't me. You know what I mean? To each his own. Whoever, if that's what you about or whatever, cool. But I'm just at a stage in my life, man, you know, I just feel like, you know, life is such a trip, man. We don't never know what death is, right? Right. You know, so as it stands, man, if I was to leave here right now, would I feel like I lived a fulfilling life? Did I live out my purpose? Right. Man, I got more shit to do. You know what I'm saying? So in order for me to do that, I need to go ahead on and do that and keep all the distractions and all the negativity and the bullshit away from me. You know, it's about my business. You know, everybody don't need to know what you're doing no goddamn way. You know, this social media shit that really got people all fucked up. You got people that's sitting up here doing all kind of outrageous shit that men don't motherfucking do. Right. And they trade-off is, oh, you just hating because I got followers.
Hey, and that's something else I was telling people about. Black people, we announce everything we about to do. We don't do nothing in secret. And that's something we have to change. We announce, just like everybody was saying, put your money in a black-owned bank. They closed that bank on 87. As soon as every black person was screaming, put your money in a black-owned bank, and we let them know our exact move when we want to do it, how we gonna do it. That's something I was always saying is move in silence. It's something we need to take.
Well, I mean, some things, what you try to do, again, like for instance, right, when I was with New Era, you know, the thing is, you want to kind of wake people up and kind of get them to get on board and things like that, and come out there and join you as you bring about change, right? You know what I mean? Now, being a motherfucker who understands history, I know what come with that. I know persecution come with that. I know death come with that. I know jail time come with that, right? Right. Because it's out of the coast. You know what I'm saying? So you try to do things to bring about people. You try to do things to bring the people out and get them actively involved in the community, right? Now, however, while being out there in every community in Chicago, quite a few times, what I realized is a lot of our people are not really there. A lot of our people are slave-minded, and they're not really there they don't even want, they like it. They think that, shit, if I got Section 8, man, I made it.
They good.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are content and they're complacent in their state, right? So what that tells me to do is work with those who are of the same mindset as me and empower those people to build our own. Listen, it ain't hard to break away from this system. The Amish do. The Amish got the blueprint for everything black folk need to do.
Did you notice that brother was right there?
Who?
What's that brother named Untrail Boy? Did you notice he was right there?
Yeah, I knew he was right there.
Anyway, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna move right past that.
Say move right past it. Anyway,
yeah,
go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. You just threw me all the way off.
Anyway, man, bro, it's good to talk to you, man. I wanted to bring you out, man, for 2018, man, because I know you got a lot on your plate, man, and you do a lot for the community, man, and you definitely somebody Chicago has to know, man. You know, man, because you do a lot.
No, man, no, I ain't nobody, man. I'm just a common man. You know what I mean? Seriously, I don't take this little social media shit. That shit don't mean nothing, man. Negroes are cheer for you today and block your ass tomorrow for absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
So, I just look, man, this is my life, man. I ain't never been one of them motherfuckers. I ain't never been around here cooling. You know what I mean? I've always been about my people. And I'm always be. I'm gonna do something, man, to try to better myself. But what the main thing is, I'm taking more of a focus on myself. I'm being more selfish with my time. I'm being more selfish with my motherfucking talent. Right. And making sure that I pour out from me into my children. You know what I mean? Because they the ones who gonna pick up the matter. That's the whole reason why I became a part of New Era, was because I wanted my children to understand that you have to be active in the community. You know what I mean? So that was a calculated move for that purpose, man, there. And so now they got the bug, man, and, they running with it. Seeing my sons do things and come up with concepts, man, and things like that we're going to be implementing here real soon. Like I say, as soon as I come out from up under this cloud that I'm up under. But that's what it's all about, man. Just reaching out, showing people how to do things, showing the way, just sharing sharing the little nuggets that I learned through life, and passing them on, man. That's what it's all about. I ain't nobody. I'm Magic Johnson, man. I got the ball. I'm just passing it off. I just ask that you look at the little nuggets that I learned through life. Yeah.
Absolutely, bro. Man, well, it's good talking to you, man. Ronnie, man. Good talking to you, brother. I like, man, because you gave your world, your all into the community, bro. And that's what I wanted to bring out, man, and bring that awareness to yourself, bro.
Peace and love, brother.
Absolutely, bro. Well, anyway, make sure y'all check out My Life in the Shy YouTube channel, man.
Make sure you go to the Rise Up Chicago page and hit that like button.
Right, absolutely. Go to Rise Up Chicago. I got the link I'll put the link in the description box. Make sure you share this video. Everybody that's watching this video, man, like, share. I know somebody was playing Menace to Society. They'll share that all day. When it's real community issues, everybody, and that's another thing too, man. They need mentors in Chicago, and they don't have enough. But everybody on social media social media activists, but nobody will get out there and put their feet to the ground. And nobody want to have sacrifice. That's something else we don't do, is sacrifice. Everybody want to still shop in the Orleans Square Mall and Tinley Park and these areas that don't even hire your people. Chinese food store will go give them all your money and they won't put 10 cents back in your community.
Hey, we sick. We sick, boss.
Then
we sick.
We can change that situation. You say we sick, boss, but we can change our situation literally overnight. We spend $1.3 trillion a year 98% of that outside of our community.
Hey, Harriet Tubman said she would have freed more slaves if they knew they were slaves. We don't even realize. See what you talking. This what you talking, man. Is going over a lot of motherfuckers' heads.
Yeah.
They realize how motherfucking sick and slave minded they are.
Mm-hmm.
So we can keep on talking and getting frustrated because people won't participate in the betterment and empowerment of our communities, or we could be the change we want to see, or we can start modeling it. So then you can look back and say, hey man, listen man, I can open up a couple businesses. You know what I mean? Won't you come work in this business for a year and the business is yours?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
see, we got to start thinking outside the box, man. Everybody a lot of this shit is regurgitated stale oatmeal. Mm-hmm. You know, this shit has no substance to it. It has no form to it or nothing like that. It's just rough. You know, and the shit just ain't doing its job. You know, we got to bring about change, man, by getting some think tanks together. I ain't got all the answers, but you know, we got to get some think tanks together, man, to start. Man, don't you understand our enemy studies us? What you think social media is all about?
Hey, that's exactly, I'm telling you, that's what I say. Understand, know your enemy. Know your enemy. They know everything about us. Everything. They study everything. What we like, what we dislike.
And that's how they're able to program us.
Exactly. And this is something they did during slavery. They had meetings on how to control your slaves, how to tear down their self-esteem. That's why it's so important we have our own schools, because you think about it, we send our kids for them to teach our children. We only had one leader because they only told us we only had one leader, and that was Dr. Martin Luther King. But we didn't learn about anybody else.
Hey, check this out, dog. Check this out. They called me, right? They wanted me to come down to them. Yeah, Ronnie Man, we want you to come out here. We finna protest. Because they done closed all these schools in Inglewood. We ain't gonna stand for this. Our babies need better. Blah, 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 blah. I said, hey man, check this out, right? I said, it's plenty. I don't know the percentage, but it's a lot of black teachers in the CPS, right?
Right.
A lot. I said, man, won't you get them all together and say, hey, let's build our own motherfucking school.
Build our own schools.
Man, there you go talking that radical. Why we gotta do all? See, man, look, man, I'm just of the mindset that I ain't come. Look, people, I get inboxes, I get called. Well, they reach out to me, trying to get me to come to this, come to that, come to that, come to this. I ain't coming to none of that shit. And it's not that I'm against anybody or any of that, but a lot of this shit is begging. Mm-hmm. And when I start saying, man, let's do shit for ourselves, you looking at me like I got 3 eyeballs on my forehead.
And that's something, you know, man, in the 60s, that was the strategy, but then their strategy changed. Our strategy has to change. As long as they know that we're not going to organize and we're just going to go out there and beg them. And I tell people, nobody's coming to help us. The mayor is not coming to help us. The governor is not coming to help us. The president doesn't want to come help us. We have to do it ourselves, and we ain't learned that we got to get up off our ass and help ourselves. We haven't learned it. Until we get that mindset, we doomed.
Bro, nobody respects a beggar.
Nobody.
Nobody respects nobody. You sitting around here making all this fuss. I don't understand it, man. Like, this is the most retarded shit in the motherfucking world to me. You got all these black teachers at CPS, and you motherfuckers is down here begging them to open up your own goddamn school.
Open up your own school.
Open up your own businesses. You sit up here whining about how they treat. They don't treat me right over here. They cussing out people. Build your own shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? But listen, you cannot think. If you're slave-minded, everything I'm saying will only confuse you.
Right.
Because you can't see. You think like a motherfucking grasshopper.
And see, and that's how we were programmed from the jump. We had them teaching our children Columbus discovered America. We didn't know anything about kings and queens from Africa. We believed that black history was slavery.
Yeah, yeah. And listen, Elijah Muhammad said it like this: if a man ain't gonna treat you right, he damn sure ain't gonna teach you right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I mean, we just dropping the ball. I mean, we know CPS is fucked up. There's nowhere in the world I would sit up here and fight for one of them failing ass schools. Nowhere.
They 2 3 grades behind.
We know this shit is wrong. We know they got a school to prison pipeline.
Absolutely.
We know their education isn't adequate. They're not teaching them anything about their culture. They're not teaching them anything to esteem them into who they are. All that shit is a white supremacist. All it teaches your ass to do is to comply, conform to white supremacy. These are facts. I mean, and we know it, but we'd rather believe a fairy tale. We'd rather believe a fairy tale that somehow, some way, white folks gonna do right by us. They not. You better do right by your motherfucking self.
And we ain't done right by ourselves yet. We let them move foreign-owned businesses in our community tax-free and take all the businesses, and we give them our money gladly.
Man, listen. Now, just like you posted that video about that gas station, that was 2 years ago, right? 2018, right? I'll be damned if I'm gonna go out there. I'll be damned if I'm finna go out there and do the same thing. So somebody else should be inspired to be shut these businesses down, right? It hasn't been any spark on that front since, right? You still got them up in there pulling guns on people, beating people up and all this shit here. Listen, man, quit playing with these people. At this stage right now, man, some of these foreign-owned businesses, they should show up at their job, at their business one day, and it ought to be a motherfucking vacant lot.
Right. Gone. And see, let a drug dealer try to move in on your block.
Absolutely.
And shut it down instantly.
Yeah. So don't call me talking about let's go out here and shut them down. You know what? No. Call me when you're ready to turn it into a motherfucking vacant lot.
Absolutely. Anyway, Ronnie Man.
It's time for us to quit playing with these motherfuckers, man. Really gonna be about that action if out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, brother. Well, man, thanks for coming on my platform, man. Make sure y'all like, share this video. And make sure y'all like that button, Rise Up Chicago. I don't know why I'm freezing up now. But yeah, this is Ronnie Man for Rise Up Chicago. Make sure y'all check out his YouTube, Facebook, Rise Up Chicago. You can find My Life in the Shot. Most of my live videos are going to go on YouTube. We'll definitely talk. We got a lot to talk about, bro. So we definitely got to do a few more videos, a few more interviews, because, man, there's so much work that needs to be done in the black community.
Peace and love.
All right, no doubt, bro. Peace.